The atmosphere in Pittsburgh is heating up, and not just because the draft is approaching. Big names are entering the conversation, key players are being targeted by other teams, and a potential shakeup could impact the entire future of the Steelers. And the wildest part? It's all happening at once, leaving fans with more questions than answers. In this video, we're breaking down the latest updates involving a crucial draft decision, talks with veteran stars, and unexpected moves that nobody saw coming. A certain number 12 is making waves behind the scenes, and one of the team's top weapons may be counting his final days in Pittsburgh. Don't sleep on this, there's too much at stake. So go ahead and drop a like, and let's dive into everything that's going down. The Steelers are heading into the 2025 draft with an undecided vibe, but there's a sense they might just be ready to take a bold swing at the quarterback position. Let's be honest, when you've got the 21st overall pick and a hole the size of Heinz Field under center, it's hard not to talk about it. The truth is, Pittsburgh still doesn't have a franchise QB, and while names like Shedeur Sanders and Jackson Dart are being floated around, none of them come with a lifetime warranty. They're promising talents, sure, but the kind that might need a year on the bench learning from a vet before being thrown into the fire. And that's where the wild Aaron Rodgers mentorship rumor comes in. As crazy as it sounds, it's echoing behind the scenes. Jeremy Fowler from ESPN dropped some interesting takes. According to him, the Steelers might want to take that QB swing, just maybe not this year. They could be eyeing the 2026 class, which on paper looks stronger. But betting everything on that? Not the smartest move. Remember how Quinn Ewers and Carson Beck were the darlings of next year's draft? One dropped in the rankings, and the other already packed his bags for Miami. And then there's the whole NIL era to think about. Big names like Arch Manning, Drew Aller, and Nico Iamaleava might not even declare in 2026 if they decide to keep enjoying that NIL cash and college life. So if Pittsburgh gets a real shot at someone with legit potential now like Sanders or Dart at pick 21, they need to go for it. Because running it back with Mason Rudolph for 17 more games, the fans deserve better. Here's the bottom line. If Pittsburgh keeps kicking the can down the road, they're going to stay stuck in this cycle of mediocrity. And nobody wants that. A rookie might not be the instant savior, but he would spark something. And sometimes, all a team needs is a bit of hope to reignite the flame. So what do you think? Should the Steelers go all in now, or wait for the perfect moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What would you do if you were in the front office? But hang tight, because what comes next could completely change the offensive dynamic, and it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. Things are getting intense in Pittsburgh, and it's not just about the incoming draft. The Steelers are in the middle of two trade rumors that, if they come true, could flip the entire team upside down and yet somehow still leave them in the exact same spot as a year ago. Go figure. First, let's talk quarterbacks, because let's face it, you can't win without one. Aaron Rodgers is still said to be Plan A, but patience is running thin with that soap opera. Now that Rodgers has finally started talking with folks in Pittsburgh, the team is prepping for any scenario. And that's where Kirk Cousins comes in. According to Diana Rossini from The Athletic, Cousins might be on their radar if Shedeur Sanders and Jackson Dart are off the board in round 1. That's right, if the new generation slips away, the Steelers might pick up the phone and call the Falcons to bring in Cousins as a proven veteran QB. Meanwhile, on the other side of the locker room, a goodbye could be brewing. George Pickens, the team's top wide receiver, is drawing trade interest, and the Steelers are reportedly making some calls too. Even though GM Omar Khan publicly said Pickens isn't going anywhere, the rumors say otherwise. The guy's entering the final year of his contract, extension talks are stalled, and with the draft right around the corner, the time is now if Pittsburgh wants to get value instead of losing him for nothing. The craziest part is that these two potential moves, one incoming, one outgoing, could leave the Steelers right where they started. Still no clear future QB and questions lingering over the passing game. But at least it would show the team is trying something, because sitting still while the rest of the league moves forward? That's no longer acceptable. So, are we about to see some major fireworks in the coming days? Because if there's one thing Pittsburgh absolutely can't afford in 2025, it's more of the same. As a fan, it's frustrating to see your team stuck in limbo with no clear direction. It's time to stop dragging things out and make bold decisions that point toward a better future. If these conversations actually turn into real action, the impact could be massive, either in a good way or total chaos. But one thing's for sure, standing still is no longer an option. And to make sure you don't miss any updates on your favorite team, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, because here, it's real info straight from the source every time.